Yeah,
Come
we
here,
are
you.
live.
We're live. Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick
Chick
Picker. I'm
Picker.
back. Morning,
Rise and
Sally.
shine.
Morning, Sally.
Rise and shine.
Good morning, Sally. I can't hear you. Nope. Nope.
Hmm.
Welcome to my world.
No sound from Sally. Hmm.
Nope.
She's just sitting there looking around.
Yeah, she's trying to think of what it
Figure it
could
out.
be. I guess. I
Should
reckon.
we make fun of her while she can't hear us?
I think she can hear us. We just can't hear her.
Oh, sorry, Sally. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Tuesday, all day long.
It's 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 back to work.
Back to the grind.
Back to yeah. But it's good. I feel refreshed and I feel good. It was good to take a little bit of time off and regroup, and I think Tina needed a vacation from her vacation.
Did you wear her out?
I think I did.
Hmm.
We tackled some projects and got some things organized and cleaned up, and uh, yeah, and she really pushed me on, and we got it done. Got a lot of stuff done.
Hmm.
Cleaned out closets and changed filters underneath the house, and yeah, I did that.
Awesome.
um, and then we did some shopping too. So we went to some thrift stores, and we went to Walmart probably 3 or 4 times, and thrift stores, estate sales. Uh, yeah, but we I would say we went. Oh, and we went shooting. We went to the shooting range, and I am officially a member of the shooting club.
Awesome.
I'm assuming Sally still hasn't gotten anything yet. No. Hey there, Hank. How you doing? Hope all is well in Florida. I don't know why I said it that way, but yeah, I mean we covered a lot of. I think there for like 3 or 4 days we went to St. Joe, which it's not that far. 60 miles. Um, one way, but it was we went to lunch. There's just nothing around here. I'm struggling to hear you. Let me get y'all on a computer with real speakers. I'm sorry, Hank. No, I don't hear you, sister. No sound.
It's okay. Laurie and I kind of were slow getting things to the point of being able to do what we needed to do yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. I sent Sally a message. I don't know what's going on. Let me look here. Nobody's in the back room. Good morning, Beth. She said, Silverhair, you have a jackass sitting on your desk.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a game.
Like, oh, it's like find the hidden object type of thing. He's upside down jackass. Oh my gosh. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing good. I feel actually pretty refreshed. Last night when I was on Beth's show, I didn't feel the greatest. I kind of got a headache. I don't know why, but so I kind of had to. I made it through your show, Beth, but I had to kind of regroup and get things back to normal. But I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Had a good night's sleep. Had weird dreams. Oh, Beth's working for the man today. I'm working for this woman. Oh, thank you, Beth. So, what have you been up to, Todd?
Same old, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Same cow, different pool.
Yeah, we're just cranking them out like.
Testing.
Yes.
There
yes.
you go.
Yes.
You are live.
Yes.
Well, these broke.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I was like, well, because I got my hearing aids, and I'm like, well, I could figure out how to, hook those up. Well, I don't think they go with my computer and stuff. Even though my computer is Bluetooth, I could not get them to connect to. I mean, I can get them to connect, but through the Bluetooth. But I can't get them to like be used as my headphones.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Huh.
So I'm having Brandon look for Bluetooth wireless headphones today.
Okay.
Because this is freaking ridiculous right here.
This
don't even look good.
What did you do?
Huh?
How did they break?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I was listening to you and Beth and everybody last night, and then all of a sudden I took them off one time and they pretty much snapped.
Oh.
So, which sucks, but I paid $2 for them. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, they got you through for a little bit anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got your money out of them.
Listening to you and Beth for sure.
Good morning, Mike and Bumcrack Picker and Karen's at the beach. Good morning. Good morning.
And I'm using I have my hearing aids in right now, so I can use the headphones with my hearing aids. So
Yeah. Beth
that's not a
wants to
big
know,
deal.
Sally, did you get your shirts yet?
No, not. I'm probably going to get them today. I'm thinking
Okay.
they were in Detroit yesterday.
Okay, good. Finally.
You know what the tracking says? It says label was created in Detroit.
Man.
Hey, you like my new shirt?
Let's see. If you can read this, you're too close to me. Please respect my social distance. I love that. That's so cute.
I got it at my store for $5.
Nice. Very cute.
Oh, wait, I can't read my background.
Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning.
Maggie,
Glad to be back.
How was
I'm
your
glad
visit?
to have you back.
It was a great visit. We had a
I
really
missed
good time.
you. I know you did.
We did have it was a much, I think we both needed that time to kind of just, disconnect in a sense and just enjoy each other's company, really,
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, and I got to see Job last night.
that's
great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was so happy. His friend has lost so much weight.
Really?
His friend has been heavy, probably the max that he weighed was probably like 350, 375 during high school.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's almost as skinny as Job.
Wow.
Yeah. He looks like he's at normal weight for his height and everything, but he probably weighs about 160 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks really good.
And he did all that on
keto.
Yeah.
Oh no, it says that it arrived in Saginaw this morning, so maybe not till tomorrow.
Well, at least they're tracking now.
Yeah, at least it's going now.
That's a plus. That's definitely a plus.
Yeah, keto works until you fall off the bandwagon like I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it was so hard, but he's done that in like 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great though. Good for him.
And he said he hasn't even exercised really. But another thing is that he's a young man, and he was working and going to school, so he was busy all the time. So it wasn't like he was, just sitting around doing nothing all day.
Right.
So that of course helped his metabolism greatly too. So good job, Beth. She's almost down to 23 pounds this morning.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Good for you, Beth.
I like to hear people. I told him I'm so proud of him for doing that. Because, I'm
hard.
sure. Yeah. And he went all through high school with that, extra weight, and, how much it's, it kind of put a damper, I'm sure, on his social life.
Sure. Sure.
But maybe it was for a reason, because I think one of the reasons why maybe, you know, he was overweight, was he didn't have very many friends. And so he befriended my son, which needed friends.
Mhm.
And he needed that type of friend,
Mhm.
you know, so it's, you know, maybe it happened for a reason.
Yeah. Well, they say everything does. So Mike says
What's your original weight?
I'm gonna
Mike,
get back to my original weight one day. Yeah. I keep
What's your
saying that.
original weight? One cell inside the womb?
7 pounds, 9 ounces.
Well, I'm glad we can hear you now, Sally.
Yeah, me too.
That helps.
We were messing around with all of my sound things last night, so I was like, what? And after a few minutes of me messing around, I couldn't hear you guys either. So I thought, oh my God, now I really screwed it up. Not only can they not hear me, I can't hear them either now.
Karen says she gained the Corona 15.
Yeah, it's
That
no
don't-
longer the college 15 or the college 20 anymore, huh? It's the Corona 15.
Yep.
Hey, I was close, Mike. He said 7 pounds, 7 ounces.
You were really close. You were really close.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I
I-
just went on.
What?
I was just going to say, I just went on live chat because of an order we placed on Bed Bath & Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And on live chat, I am number 407 in the queue.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if they'll answer me before the show is over.
That may be
Hey.
doubtful right there.
I have
A mustache?
That's what I was
no,
thinking.
I did have a mustache, but it is gone now. I found this new stuff at Walmart called Glee. It's a new product.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of like the, you know, Nair.
Nair.
But the smell is nicer. And you know, Nair is just, you know, to me, to put that on my upper lip, I would smell that for 5 days.
Yeah,
You
it
know what
smells.
I mean? It is just awful.
Did the picture
this
on the
is-
bottle have a bunch of young, handsome and beautiful teenagers that sing?
No.
Okay, I
That's
just
a
wondered.
commercial.
Who
that's
wears
it.
short shorts?
That's
We
exactly-
wear short shorts.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
you dare wear short shorts, Nair for short
Short
shorts.
Yep.
With the jazz hands, I love it, Maggie.
Uh-huh.
What happened to your epilator, Hank? Wants to know.
I still have it. It's just, it's really hard after I don't use that for a little bit. It's really hard to get to tolerate that pain again. Yes, I know, no chemicals necessary with that device. This is pretty easy, even though I'm a little red. But
You can't really tell on here.
on my lip,
Think it would
It-
work
it
on
looks-
this?
I do
don't
not
know.
think so, because it has to cover the hair.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Cover the. Oh, I got too much hair for the Glee to work.
Yeah.
Enjoy that shot up my nostril there. That was good.
I am allergic to Narrows. I cannot use that stuff. It
Yeah.
makes my skin so bad.
Well,
I'm probably gonna be the old lady, not to offend, but I'm probably gonna be that old lady that has a mustache and a beard. I'm sorry, but I'm just I don't pluck. I don't.
Mike, what did you put?
I don't.
You retracted it, damn it, before I could read it.
You don't
It's
want to
funny.
know.
It was funny.
It was funny.
Wasn't too bad. Well, I mean,
Damn it.
We done worse on this show for sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Um, it's
Yikes.
it's not as harsh as Nair.
Hmm.
And you put it on for 5 minutes, and or
And
you
air burns.
you can take it off before your 5 minutes. You like, can test an area in like 3 minutes and see if it's working
Mhm.
enough to, take it all off. And what it has is like a spatula, and you take the spatula and you wipe it all off, and then you like pat it dry, and then it has like a cream that you put on that really like neutralizes your skin.
Hmm.
So
I might have to try it.
yeah, that's good.
I'm not. I'll just say this. I'm not generally a very hairy person.
Right.
I don't have very much hair on my legs. Um, I generally don't have anything under my arms.
Oh
Um,
well.
I just don't have. I just don't have a lot of. I'm not generally hairy, so.
Well, I don't have a lot of hair on my legs anymore. Like I got to the point to where I just have a few couple areas like my knees and stuff
Yeah.
that I have to shave, and that's it.
Yeah.
Um and um you know my underarms I do have hair, um but my face, like I could probably do this like every 2 months,
Mhm.
3 months maybe. Because the reason why I got this stuff was because I went like this and I could feel hair. And I was like, oh, that's long. If I could stick my tongue out on my lip and
Yeah.
feel hair right there, I was like, that's a little too long for me. And it's about my
Right.
self thing, because like Brandon, can make fun and say, oh, you got a little mustache going on there or whatever. And be like, look in the freaking mirror, buddy. You know what I mean? You want to like hair shame me? I can hair shame you back.
I remember when I was in college in the dorm and I went to the shower without a shirt on, and this little Oriental guy was in the dorm that semester too, and he came up to me and said, "Is it normal to have hair all over you like that?" He wasn't, I don't think he was trying to be rude, but it was so funny. And the other guys in the dorm by the shower, they just, whoa.
Oh my
Because
god.
I've got hair everywhere. I think even on my tongue. I don't know. I've got
That's funny.
hair. Yeah, hair on the front, back, sides, bottoms, tops, lefts, rights, ups, downs,
And butts.
except the top of my head.
Isn't that crazy? You would think because you're basically hairy all over, you would definitely have some on your head,
Yeah, it's really weird.
Mhm.
but that's that's kind of weird. Karen's at the beach says, Sally, I previously posted about 2 packages just sitting in Detroit since May 13th, waiting to move to the next facility. Aren't you having trouble receiving packages too?
Yeah, and it's, that place I think is really having a problem with staffing.
Mhm.
And so of course, there's some, packages that are just sitting, but they will. I had one that was in Pontiac for 12 days,
Wow.
um, that I had sold on Macari, I think. And, of course, the customer was freaking out. Um, so, anyways,
Morning,
it
Joey.
did finally start moving. So it just takes a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you just have to, I think that's a lot of it is the staffing. You know, they just don't, for some reason, whether people are taking off, you know, I'm not sure if that's an option. If, say, if you're working and you say if you have kids at home and you feel like it's almost a hazard for you to work in that area, I don't know if that is, if they give you the option of, you know, taking off. I don't know. Probably
Yeah.
not. I don't know. But I know that there's, you know, there's definitely some people that I'm sure have taken off, and, you know. Good morning, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Morning, Julie.
Hope you're having a good day. Good morning.
Right, fishing and picking with the surgery shaving. I had an echocardiogram back there at the end of February, and you get those things to stick on my chest and belly and stuff. They had to shave what, 6 little spots on me, you know. I look like I had eyeballs on my chest
Hey there, Dottie.
because they put one like right on each side of your breastbone, you know, and you're like, that's weird looking. She goes, well, I have no doubt that it's going to grow back. I said, yeah, you're right. It will.
Oh my gosh. How's sales been for everybody?
Bleh.
Doing okay?
I got nothing going out today. I have some sales, but the buyers didn't pay. So just waiting.
I got 3 for $125.
Awesome.
It was a good amount per item, but it was just 3. I'm like, that's not as good as it's been.
Yeah. Well, I had, you know, all that non-listing because I didn't list all week.
Ooh.
You had a lot going out today, didn't you? Or yesterday?
Well, I had 15 going out yesterday.
Awesome. Yeah,
That's
I saw that on
great.
Facebook.
And yesterday on eBay, I had a big fat 0, a big fat
Wow.
goose egg. But I did have 3. I think it was 3 on Poshmark, so that was good. So at least I have something going out this morning. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
But you know, I didn't, and it sounds horrible, but I didn't list all week.
No, well,
you
you
know,
had better things to do, more important things to do.
Yeah. And basically, every day we went and did something. You know, we went out and we, you know, did stuff. And
Cha-ching.
there you go.
Ooh.
Look at Julie. She got 20 sales this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's awesome. But yeah, I am officially a member of the Bullseye shooting range.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
So that's good. I've got a membership, and so I'm gonna start going over there. I don't know how often, but often enough that it's gonna pay for that membership.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You want to use it up?
it's a pretty good range too. I love the headphones. It sounds crazy, but I love the headphones because they're like, I don't know if they're Bluetooth or somehow they're electronic, so they muffle the noise of the gunshot, but you can actually amplify like somebody speaking. You can hear them very clear.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
I was
weird.
like, wow, I need like a pair of these for daily use. But
Well, I think they have a way to do that now. Because they like with Brandon having tinnitus,
mhm,
they can make it to where when his tinnitus is bad,
mhm,
it distorts a little bit to
mhm.
where that actually when people are speaking to him, it it allows them to hear them, it allows him to hear them more clearly, and his tinnitus to be, like background noise. It's weird. It's weird
Yeah.
how they can do that, but yeah,
Huh, that's int-
Hank says that there's this electric muffles certain decibels and allows others clearly. They're also Bluetooth, so you can listen to music if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to see your baby, didn't you, Maggie?
Yeah, I didn't get to hold him or touch him, but I got to see
No?
him in person. No.
Why didn't you get to hold him or touch him?
They had a visiting nurse out there yesterday who said who they were told not to let anybody else hold him.
Wow.
So I wore a mask, I had gloves on, but I didn't. It was, I mean, it was nice to visit with them and see him in person, but no, I wasn't allowed to hold
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What they should have done was they should have, because he's home, right?
He's home.
What they should have done is bought or got some of those. They're like bunny suits. I
Oh,
mean, if it was that, if it was that serious, to have, you know, you could have gotten, and I think you can get those like at Walmart maybe even, or maybe a hardware store, but they're like they're just a kind of a coverall,
yeah.
and that way
Oh,
they're somewhat
I was
sterile.
thinking Playboy bunny.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course you
I have
were.
one of them in my
Of
closet. I
course.
could have just taken that with me. My Playboy bunny suit.
There you go. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah.
The whole thing is weird having a baby in the age of coronavirus.
Well,
Right.
that and
And he's a preemie. I mean, he's
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, him being born early and everything, and so very susceptible to catching things, but also you kind of want, I mean, you don't want him to get sick, of course, but you need to get some bacteria in his
right.
daily life because, I mean, he needs bacteria to build his immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
That's the way I see it.
they're doing what the they're doing what they're told to do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I don't want to
And,
make them feel bad.
and in no time you'll be bouncing him on your knee, and
Yeah, he's 2 weeks old today. It's hard to believe.
that's crazy.
Mm.
And she's feeling better, thank God.
That's
She
great.
had something called sepsis.
Mm.
Okay.
That's what they treated her for.
Okay. Yeah.
So she's feeling better.
That's great.
He's doing a lot better. And then nurse said that she feels like in some ways he doesn't even seem like a preemie, and you know, think
Mhm.
the only thing they're concerned about that I don't think they should worry about is that he doesn't ever cry. They feed him. They're told to feed him every 3 hours,
Mhm.
but he doesn't act at all like he's hungry.
Mhm.
And I think that it's probably because he's just not developed that. I don't know.
But I mean, he's eating fine, right?
He eats fine. When they feed
Yeah.
him, he eats fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But he doesn't ever, cry like he's hungry or act like he's hungry.
Yeah.
I said, but he will. Just enjoy
That's
this while.
yeah. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, enjoy this while you can because he'll be caught up with himself.
Oh yeah. He'll learn how to cry.
Yeah. He's so cute. He's got real long fingers and long feet. He's just adorable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yes, Mike, sepsis.
Yeah.
Is that what sepsis is? An infection in the blood?
It can be.
Yeah, it could.
She
It
had,
can-
it was,
It's more. It's just an infection in the system, and if it's not treated, it can be fatal. If not, you know,
yeah.
you've got major organs that potentially can shut down and things like that. But um, I'm just glad that they caught it, and they got
Yeah.
they
Glad
found
that
an
she went,
antibiotic that took care of it.
right. Glad that
So,
she went back because
yeah.
she was sent home and then her temperature went up. Apparently, I didn't know it. Her temperature went up like to 103,
Wow.
and she took some Tylenol and waited till the next morning.
Mhm.
Like if I had known that, I would have, they should have gone that as soon as they realized her temperature was up, she should have gone
Yeah.
back. But they waited till morning.
But it's like I just got out.
I know.
I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Maybe this Tylenol will take some of that away. But
And she knew if she went back, which is what happened, that he would not be allowed to go with her, that she would not be allowed to have visitors or anything.
Yeah.
So, and that's what she was afraid of. So that's why she waited.
yeah.
But it all worked out. All worked out in the end.
Well, everybody's home. Everybody's
Yeah.
good. Now it's just enjoying the baby and
Yeah.
watch him grow.
Living the life.
And that's the thing with with a lot of preemies. I mean, they don't have any complications. They grow up just like normal
Yeah.
kids. And everything. So that's great. I mean, at least he's a fighter, and he's didn't have any problems. So I mean, that was definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was what I was scared of. I was more concerned about his lungs and the breathing and
Right.
stuff like that, because that's when your lungs develop. That's like a key time
Yeah.
for them to develop. So that was really what I was concerned with. But I was like, he's doing great.
Yeah, he is. He's doing really well. Yeah. So it's all good. Oh, it's really windy here.
It's cool. It's like 56, but it's supposed to be 72. So I get to mow the lawn today.
72 is nice.
Yeah. It's
I
been,
don't know that the sun's supposed to be out, but it's kind of been cloudy and overcast. But yeah, should be a pretty decent day once the temperature gets up. I'm ready. So I did buy at the estate sale. I found a couple of. Somebody must have been going to law school, but I picked up 2 law books, and in any instance like that, I try to, if I see those, I definitely will pick those up. I think one was a law dictionary, and then there was another law book. I don't know what they go for. I haven't even put them in the system or anything to see what they sell for, but usually they do pretty good.
yeah.
Usually they do pretty good. So, but we made out pretty good at the estate sales. We went to 3.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm like, I have no more plus size clothes to list.
Uh-oh.
I've got I had like boxes of books here, and I'm down to my last few. I need stuff. I have Cindy box I'm working on. I'm working on my Cindy box. I'm gonna build death piles after this. I'm just gonna buy and buy and buy and buy.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. You know, I'm thankful. I mean, you know, I will be completely honest. When Tina came here, of course, I didn't expect her to be here. It was a total surprise. I was embarrassed because I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get together with her sister and she's gonna say, yeah, mom has a problem.
Intervention.
We need to do something. We need to put her in a home or something because she's lost her mind.
I don't even try to hide it anymore. I
But-
mean, you know, it is what it is. Whenever, like, you know, my kids, you know, usually if they're having somebody come over for the first time, they're like, okay, look, my mom sells on eBay. She's not a hoarder. Okay. It may look like she's a hoarder, but she's not a hoarder.
But you know, she knew and she could tell that I was concerned, you know, embarrassed. But you know, she looked at it as in a positive way. I told her, you know, look, during this whole time, everything's been shut down. I couldn't go anywhere to buy anything. You know, I could go online, but I said this stuff really saved my business because
Yeah.
this is the stuff that I was listing. Of course, you can't tell that right now because now that things have kind of opened up, I've, you know,
Yeah.
filled up the holes. But you know, and she said, I understand. You know, she's very understanding, which I appreciate. You know, but I'm, you know, very thankful that she understood. You know, that it wasn't just a you know, just to buy stuff. It was to buy
Yeah.
stuff,
Right.
sell it. So, but she said, you need some help.
what kind of help, sister?
Well, she was like, you know, maybe you should look into, because I've been kind of throwing around the idea of maybe, you know, looking into a lister or, you know, somebody that can help me get some listings up. And so that's, you know, I'm kind of throwing and tossing it around a little bit, and I reached out to one of our reselling friends and kind of, you know, picked her brain about it and got some information. And so, you know, it's definitely a good possibility that I will do that in the upcoming months.
Now, how would that work? Is it something you could take pictures and then have somebody else write the listing? Can you use somebody like, does it have to be somebody who has to come to where you are? Like
I
physical.
think I would rather have somebody that I could that could come and pick the stuff up, and you know, and then you know they could, once they're done, they can drop stuff off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand there's going to be flakes and there's going to be people that are, you know,
Yeah.
not going to go by the, you know, the criteria or the, you know, because I mean, I wouldn't want somebody that smoked or, you know,
Right.
I wouldn't want somebody that, you know, had, you know, 10 dogs running around their house, you know, and, you know, like one of the other resellers said, you know, just make a lot of because I would say clothing would be the thing that I would want them to list because I have so much of it. You know, make a pack, you know, do like 20 items, and not do your best brands, not do your best stuff.
Right.
You know, so that way you can kind of test the waters, see how they do, you know, and you know, let them do the drafts. I would have them do the drafts,
And then
with
you
the
would
measurements.
finalize.
So they would take the item, do the drafts, and then I would do the pictures and then initiate the listing.
Why wouldn't you just have them take the pictures too?
Well, I could do that. I don't know if it would be. I would probably start out them off with doing the listing, and then see how they do. You know, kind of with like following directions, and you know, see if they could handle that. And then if they could handle that and wanted to, then I would, you know, probably have them do pictures too.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
probably a good time to find somebody because so many people are out of work with
Yeah.
Right.
movie
Where-
theaters
our-
and restaurants and all sorts of stuff shut down.
Yeah.
our restaurants are opening on Friday.
Oh, oh my God. I'm so jealous.
That's great.
I'm so happy. I think maybe thrift stores too. I'm not
Oh,
sure, but they said some retail is going to be able to open up.
I have to move.
You're
But
making
there,
back pay.
there's two, like they're doing, she's opening it like by regions or something. And so like she did the UP first and then us. And then, you know, next is gonna be like, you know, a couple of the other lower regions probably next week or something. So you know,
Oh gosh, I'm
she
hoping.
had to start because people are going irate at the freaking Capitol. You know?
Yeah, people are protesting, and here too. I mean, and I think Oregon yesterday, a court just blocked their shutdown order. So I think the courts are starting to weigh in, and I think they realize they can't keep stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, Jersey governor is like, he just keeps bearing down and bearing down.
Right.
Now he's saying we can't go back to normal. We can't open up things until a vaccine is found. Well, people can't go without their livelihood till
Right.
that happens. They can't. They just
I
can't.
mean, yes, people living instead of living with or you know dying and you know the chance of people dying with the restaurants open as opposed to them closed, you know, which, you know, they gotta
Right.
protect people. So I understand that. But so, you know, there's a lot of stuff coming out right now about them only doing things for all the wrong reasons, you know, as far as money.
Right.
You know, oh, we can do it this way and get more money, you know, and that's, you know, been the basis of some of their decisions. And it's like, you know, you can't, you could do this under the covers, but as soon as people are going to find out, you're going to have a witch hunt.
Right.
You know, so I think they're finding out now that, you know, they can't be doing that.
We went to, now I don't know about Kansas, but I know that Missouri, their restaurants have opened up. And, you know, all of the employees are wearing masks. They don't require a mask. I mean, I can't see the thinking of, you know, if you're going into a restaurant, how are you going to eat food with the mask?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
you know, they have, you know, special seating for everyone. You know, there's not a big gathering. I'm assuming you can only have like, you know, a certain amount of people in one area of the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so, you know, their seating is figured out, and I mean it you know, it works well.
They're opening bars too.
The
thing with Michigan is they're only opening at 50% capacity. So if, you know, you could have 112 in there, now you can only have half that.
Right.
And all of the servers have to wear masks. So,
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, they have paper menus. That's what we got at the restaurant
yeah.
that we went to. The estate sales, though, we went to three, and only two required, or actually only one required a mask. The other ones were optional.
Yeah.
And Tina did bring me a mask. She brought me an N95 mask. And that one estate sale, I wore it, and I like to die.
Yeah.
I know, it's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I am sorry if this offends anybody, but I have not wore a mask since I've been out. Since this has happened, I have not wore a mask anywhere. I'm not going to refuse,
Right.
Right.
but I just haven't. It makes me uncomfortable. I can't breathe. So, I'm not going to do it. As long as I don't have to, or it's not required. So, but yeah, it'd like to kill me.
Yeah.
Having that mask on. I could not breathe. couldn't handle it.
They required us to have a mask yesterday at that hearing center.
Uh-huh.
And it was to leave it on for the complete duration that we were in there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, putting our hearing aids in and stuff and putting them over our ears with the mask on. I mean, and it's pulling down on our ears. So like the audiologist or whatever he's called, he couldn't even really tell if it was going to be okay. You know what I mean? It's just, sorry. I have it. It's so weird. Okay. Cause I have them connected to my phone. So anytime I get a what do you call it? A thing on my
a notification.
A notification. It comes in over my hearing aids.
Oh.
And so, which is not loud or doesn't hurt or anything. It's like normal sound.
Yeah.
But it does kind of make it pause a little bit to where, like, if I'm in the middle of a conversation or I'm in the middle of talking,
right,
it kind of like I can't hear myself, and so I kind of tend to stop talking and lose my train of thought. so I'm like, okay, what was I talking about? Yeah, okay, there's that notification and go. So I might have to turn that off.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool. I can make calls with it, and my phone can be across the house.
Yeah.
Like I just have to push a button on the back of my ear, and
that's great. I'm glad that you finally. So Brandon got some too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's great. That's great that you guys got them.
Yeah, and we were able to use our insurance to do that, and we only had to pay like a copay of $6 each, so
nice.
it was really good.
Very good. Yeah, Karen says we cannot enter a Walmart, Home Depot, or grocery store without a mask. I hate the mask. I feel sorry for the people that are working and have to wear them all day.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
My boss doesn't require us to wear them. She says if you have to, say that you have asthma.
Yeah.
And you can't wear a mask all day.
Yeah. I agree with you, Mary. I don't think that they're stupid, because I think I definitely think that there's some people out there that need to wear them. And I don't know who that is. There's not a category where I think But just for their own self assurance, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I don't know. I can only speak for myself, and I know that they're uncomfortable, and I don't like them. And if I don't have to wear them, then if I have to cough, I cough on my elbow,
Yeah.
or I'm not, and I try to refrain from coughing because that's an alert, and everybody starts looking at you.
Right.
Who's
Right.
cough? So the best thing I can do is stay at home. Stay in my own little area, and I'm good to go.
Patty says my hubby needs a hearing device. Michael does too, but the price of the hearing aids is outrageous, like
They are
thousands of
crazy.
dollars.
They are crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
But
And if you go to a place like I'm just going to warn you, if you go to a place like Miracle Ear, they're not
Right.
going to hook you up with hearing aids. They're going to hook you up with amplifiers. Amplifiers can be they could be cheaper, but they're not better.
yeah.
Oh, I know, Beth. That's it. It's like comical, like, before we got hearing aids, it's like, he'd say something and I'd say, what? And he'd say, what did you say? And it's like, and Jonah would be like,
I'm out of here.
birds are old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he really needs it, but our insurance doesn't cover them, which is crazy, I think. But
I think
Yeah.
that is crazy. That's a health issue, and I think they should cover that.
Yeah.
I've actually heard you could get them through the VA.
That might
But-
be an option.
I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, that might be an
Very
option.
possible. I think my dad did.
Yeah.
Your dad?
Your dad.
Your dad. You said
Your dad.
Gotcha. Bless
Your
me.
dad.
Uh-huh. I was like, Samuel Jackson? Really? Because I don't think he wears, I don't know.
Yes, he does.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Jackson does.
Did you? Oh, you call him Mr. Jackson. You call your dad Mr. Jackson? Wow. That's a little weird.
Because he's a bad mofo.
Oh, you're funny.
Festus, we used to yell it politely, not anymore. Now it's like, what? What? What you said?
Man. But I was really sad that there wasn't.
Now he's hearing everything. Like yesterday, oh my God, I think we were like so stressed out yesterday after driving to to Grayling to go to that place, and then having to drive back. And after we were done with the appointment and everything, we went to get something to eat, and we just wanted to get out of the rain because the sound of the rain was like so loud with our hearing aids and stuff. So like, and of course everything is drive through only. And so we wanted to get our car out of the rain. That's what we wanted to do. So we went to McDonald's, we got food from the drive through, and then we pulled around to the side, and I was going to park in the parking lot, and I seen an abandoned car wash. And so I'm like, I'm just going to go pull in one of those stalls. And so that's what we did. We went and pulled in one of those stalls so we could get out of the rain completely,
Yeah.
And, yes, it is stressful being able to hear everything.
Yeah.
you're hearing so many different things. You're hearing the fan now. You're hearing, the dog scratching the floor. You're hearing, it's everything.
Mhm.
And, of course, every time he tells me that he moves his hand on his shirt, that feels like ripping, or that sounds like ripping paper. Why does it sound like ripping paper? It's like and I did the same thing whenever I first got hearing aids, like going outside and being able to hear the birds. It's like, there's birds here? There's birds here?
Hank says auditory sensory overload. That is exactly
Yes.
right.
Yeah. And we were kind of like stressing out yesterday.
Yeah,
And
I could definitely see that.
he actually, like, that's what he does, is he takes a nap. He gets super tired whenever he gets stressed out.
Right.
So he just wanted to go to sleep in the
Yeah.
car. But it was pretty
Well, I'm
pretty
glad
intense.
glad you guys got him. I think
Yeah.
that-
I mean, it'll be good.
I think that is when you've gone for so long without it, it's it definitely increases your what's that? Just your life function. I'm there's a term for it. I cannot think of it. It's like right there. But it's like your daily life function. Your
Yeah.
your activities. There's so. I don't know what thing I was trying to think of, but yeah.
It's not coming, huh?
I don't got it. I don't got it.
I guess he bought me Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Quality of life.
Quality of life. That's right. That's right.
Ain't got it.
It's like, bleh, I can't. Nope.
Feels like you're on a LSD trip.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of sensory though, like, and the hardest thing right now is like being able to understand people with masks on.
Right.
I cannot get what they're saying. And it's because I'm freaking deaf and I can't read your lips with the stupid mask on. So please
Right.
take it off so I can read your lips.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I've been getting by this whole time. So there are these. He sent me a picture of them. Wireless on-ear headphones.
That's good.
But I don't see. Oh, it does say Bluetooth. Okay. JLab. JLab, I guess, is what the brand is.
Well, heck, as long as they work.
Yeah. 30 plus hours of playtime. Cool. Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, I've got a whole list of things to get done today. I don't know if I'll get them all done, but I'm gonna try and get the majority of them.
I'll be right back.
I gotta mow today. Yeah. I could have mowed while she was here, but I didn't feel like that was the right. I didn't want to mow the lawn. I wanted to spend time with her.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
blame you at all.
So the lawn's a little long, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. It'll be okay.
Yep. Time for me to mow again too.
But let's see, so we went and bought some flowers. Well, number one, we cleaned out the covered area outside. Cleaned that all out because there was leaves and stuff and dirt and everything. So she got in there and she dove in and started cleaning that. And then we went to the store. We bought some flowers, bought some succulents, and some potting soil. And we bought a lot of stuff for.
Oh gosh, yesterday I worked my butt off cleaning the back porch and hosing it off and sweeping and cleaning up. And this morning, blind Izzy went out there and pooped on it. I'm like, dang, can't win for losing around here.
I understand. But that has made, we bought some lavender and some succulents, some hanging plants, and that has really made a big difference out there. And that's actually going to be I'm going to take stuff out there to work on. That's the plan anyway. Kind of, separate myself from the desk and get out there and, just enjoy the, being outside and still work at the same time. So that's a goal. But I mean, she really helped me a lot in just getting we got that big treadmill out that I've been moaning and groaning about for about a year. The thing didn't work. She put it on Facebook before we even got it outside. She already had it listed on Facebook Marketplace. And we finally got it outside. The thing weighs probably 300 pounds, 200 pounds. It's so heavy. So we got it outside, got it to the road, and by the time we got it to the road, somebody already said that they wanted it. So they came and picked it up, they put it in the truck, and off they went, and it was gone. I didn't have to worry about it no more.
Well, now where are you going to hang your clothes? Dang.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I had to find a new place to. That was
Stack
actually
bins.
the place that I put all of my extra blankets. But I mean, now that it's summer, I found a place for them, and a different place. But yeah, we got that cleaned out, and that whole area that the treadmill was in, we got that all cleaned out. She helped me put inventory away, gave me some ideas for, making my inventory area better. It was great. It was great to have somebody else's input
Mm-hmm.
that could, be here, and physically see the issue that I was having, and kind of chime in and give me some options. So.
Yep.
Great.
A lull in the conversation.
Yeah. It's your turn, Todd.
So,
What's the topic for the day?
I don't know, I tried to bring one up yesterday and we just got off topic so often it didn't really matter whether we had a topic or not. I tried to bring up, do you ever get in a zone while you're working? Like you tune out everything and it's just, you're just cranking them out. You got
No,
turn around, you got 10 or 12 listings done. You go, dang, how did I do that many? And
no.
then you're just cranking them out. No, you
I
don't do that.
No, I am so easily distracted. That's the thing I hate the most about myself, is that I'm just too easily distracted. And yeah, so I can't. I'm more often at the end of the day thinking, what did I do with my day? And I got hardly anything done. But I read, I read all, I read the news online. I checked up on everybody on Facebook. I went and looked at all kind of clothes on Poshmark. Yeah, and I didn't do listing. So no, how do you get in that zone?
I don't know. It's like I do the same thing when I'm mowing. You know, the first few go rounds with the mower around the yard, you're like, the first few paths you're making, you're just like, dang, this sucks and it's hot and I'm sweaty and my feet hurt and oh gosh, I smell like gasoline, and then after a couple of laps, I think your brain goes to a creative place and you just mow, you just go,
Yeah.
go, and just, it doesn't hurt. I mean, it still hurts the same amount, but it's like, well, got to get this done. It's kind of like, bzz.
Yeah,
I do
'cause I
the,
mean,
I do the same thing on my treadmill. I'll go, golly, the first couple of laps just suck. And then by about the third lap, I'm like,
yeah, it's almost like mindless.
and my mind is thinking about a billion other things, like,
Yeah.
boy, weren't the autumn colors pretty last fall, or, just anything.
Yeah.
So the trick is to get your mind going on something else.
I
Like
don't
that's
know.
with exercise. To me, it's just so boring. And the whole time I'm doing it, I'm thinking, when is this going to be over? And I keep looking at the clock and look at my watch and thinking, how long have I been doing this? Only 2 minutes. Oh my God. Yeah. So if you could keep your brain occupied with something else, I guess. I mean, I do find it helpful. I set a timer. So I have this app on my computer called Brain Focus. So it's like 30 minutes on and then 10 minutes off.
Uh-huh.
So I'll try to do when the 30 minutes starts, I try to just work. And then when it's done, I have 10 minutes that I could check Facebook or whatever. And that can be helpful, but otherwise I'm just so easily distracted.
Yeah, it would distract me to have that thing turned on.
Yeah, I'm a horrible, I can't even think of the word now. Where you put things off.
Procrastinator.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
well,
I can't get words out. I can't think of words today, but yes, procrastinator is.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely that way.
I
I'm
am too.
horrible.
But I mean, once I get going, and it doesn't happen often. I got to admit, some days I'm happy at, oh, I got 3 listings, yay, I'm done.
But
So,
Yeah.
and for me, it's just getting it started. That's like the big thing. If I can just get it started, I'm good. I'm golden. I can handle it. But if I can't get it started, I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't get any movement. I don't do anything. But if I can just get it started, even as much as I moan and groan about it, and I don't want to do it, and all that. I just gotta, just like that stupid filter. I tried so hard to get out of that thing, even though I know that it needs to get changed. But it's such a pain in the butt to get underneath the house. It's yucky. It's muddy.
Did you get it?
I did.
Good.
But and then it's like a very enclosed space. So, and it's awkward. It's because there's not much room down there to move, so you can't kind of maneuver your body around because it's so small.
Yeah.
And I tried to talk myself out of it, but Tina just kept pushing at me, and eventually I got
Good.
it. She kept, telling me you need to get it done. You need to get it done. So finally, I just got it, and it's not hard. It's not a hard thing to do.
Right.
Getting down there and getting it done. But
Hank says, am I the only one that Valerie sounds way lower volume than everybody else?
Valerie always sounds softer to me
do I?
all the time.
Huh?
I mean, you've heard me say that before, like months and months ago.
Yeah.
Finally, I just started turning up my sound and dealing with it. But
It's on the same setting.
yeah, I mean, I can hear you, but it's like I've never heard you as the last year or so as good as I've heard Sally and Maggie and whoever else has been on.
Mr. Sadie says, hard to get motivated when you're already rich, Todd.
Oh God,
I wouldn't know.
my son. Yeah, Dad, the new air conditioner is going to be $7,500. Can I get
Lord.
a dad loan? Yeah. So he gets his air conditioner fixed on Friday.
That's a lot of money.
But Valerie,
I guess it's a central air system.
Yeah.
Valerie,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
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 Okay. All right.
To me, you sound the same as what Todd and Maggie do.
Okay.
I
mean, she sounds a little softer. Cindy Weiss says, yes, she is way low on sound.
Wow.
I don't know. I can hear you okay.
Yeah.
You know what, Valerie? Listen to the playback of today's show about here.
Okay.
And see what, because she's hearing the YouTube side.
Right.
And our hearing of you may be different than the YouTube side is.
That is very true.
We're here on the Zoom.
Yeah. That could very well be.
I want a shirt that says, don't stand so close to me. That's what I want a shirt that says.
So as you can see, the hair is definitely going gray.
Mm-hmm. I was going to comment on your picture the other day that you were so rocking it.
Really?
It looked really pretty. I mean, it looks really pretty now.
It does actually.
It looks very soft.
I've been putting a toner on it.
A toner. So what does that do?
It basically kind of not really dulls down, like it kind of makes your
it
kind of tones down that whatever color you're using.
Can you want to eat?
You can also use Dawn dish soap to do that. Because that's what my brother-in-law had Joe putting on his hair to try and get the color out.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll soften it.
Yeah. It just kind of, to me, it kind of almost takes that brassiness away.
Okay.
That the gray has, because it has, it's brassy. So it kind of just takes that brassiness kind of away. And I kind of like the purple that's left in it. Of course, I'm not coloring it. I'm not putting any more purple in it. I'm just kind of letting it. Yeah, Mr. Sadie says, it tones it, Sally. A toner tones it.
Okay.
But it almost like tones it down. It just kind
Lori's in the green room.
Okay. But I don't know.
I like it, sister. I think it looks really good. And I mean, just like Thelma's hair is so pretty.
I know.
And I'm like comparing, and you're close. You're close.
I definitely think I have that salt and pepper. It's not. I don't think it's going to be 100% gray.
Jenny.
But I definitely think it's going to be probably more gray than
I
dark.
like it. I think
Many-
it goes good with your skin tone too.
So I bought some hair color. I was gonna surprise y'all, but I haven't made the decision if I'm gonna do that yet. I'm gonna see where this goes and see how I do with it.
I think as long as it's soft and you can kind of keep that brassiness out, under control,
Yeah.
that I think you should leave it.
Maybe.
I think it looks really good on you.
Okay.
And I don't think it makes you look like super old or anything
No,
either.
I don't either.
Now, Tina said it looks better if it's down rather than if
Oh,
it's
maybe.
up. She said you look older if it's up in a ponytail rather than down. So she said
Possibly.
you should leave your hair down, and like it does. I think she was trying to tell me in a nice way.
Mhm.
Don't put it up because you look a lot older.
Yeah.
But leave it down. Anyway. So.
Yeah, I was telling my kids all the functions of my hearing aids and stuff, and Job said because I can connect it to my phone to where if my phone is on YouTube and I'm watching a YouTube video, it comes right into my ears. It doesn't, I don't need headphones or anything, and nobody, I could be sitting here watching it like this and nobody else can hear it. I could just hear it.
Right. That's
And
pretty cool.
and Job says, that's cheating, Mom. That is so cheating. Using your ailments as like a superpower. And he goes, well, what the hell? We'll all be cyborgs in 2030 anyways.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably true.
It's getting pretty close. Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan's show the other day and talking about how they're pretty close to getting this surgery with this chip, the chip that they can put in your head.
Mhm.
They like put it in your brain,
Mhm.
and it connects to all of your little the electrodes in your brain.
Yeah.
It connects to the spot that wherever you need it, like say if somebody has a brain injury.
Trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, like a brain injury
Mhm.
place that they've had injury or whatever, they can fix that. They can
Mhm.
fix people that can't walk. They can fix people, people like that. And it's like that is insane.
Mhm.
That is insane that they can do that. And they've already done like the research to say that they could do this.
Yeah.
They just need to implement it, on actual people.
Right. Morning, Lori.
Good
So we're
morning.
close.
How are you doing?
I'm tired. Teresa had to go back into work last night about 11:30,
Uh-oh.
and because they had a crew come in and do something with the hoods over the stove, so she has to go in just to sanitize everything after they left. So, and then she calls on the way home and talks to me all the way home because it's a bad neighborhood. But it's just a drive-through. Plus,
Yeah.
we have a lot of flooding, and she was
Oh.
afraid she'd have to take a detour and stuff. So, but yeah, I was up till about 3 this morning.
Oh my gosh.
So I kind of overslept.
Okay. That's
Hi,
all right.
Ansley. Yes, it's called Neuralink.
Neuralink.
Oh, good Lord, really? I was wondering how long it'd be before you crawled in here. Well, we all know who this is.
Good morning, Bambi.
That's,
Come on. Fix my
that's
earbuds.
Laurie's Neuralink.
Morning, Rita.
Morning, Rita and Ansley.
Hold on.
Hi, Rita.
Laurie.
Here.
Laurie, you don't need a brain link. You got a dog for that.
Yeah, I know.
Look,
Pinky in the brain here.
it's
Mm,
like symbiotic relationship right there, like moss on a tree or something. Yeah.
just can't get
I am the
enough, I
current
guess.
number 12 in the queue for Bed Bath and Beyond. So I
12
may get it.
already?
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. From
Oh, no.
only took an hour and a half.
Hi, Ansley. I miss you.
Morning, Hank.
You want me to send you a link? Can you come on?
Yeah, my chat's a little slow as usual. But I think I'm slower than the computer today, so
It all works out that way then.
yeah. It's like, I just want to go back to sleep. I got a lot to do. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, I'm I have to get listing done today. I didn't get any done yesterday.
I got none done yesterday either. Today's the day. Did you see, have you seen now that there are 16 pictures? I guess you talked about this on Poshmark.
Oh, they're doing it now.
Yeah, and they're going to let you copy a listing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you'll be able to go to say if you sold something, you know, if I sold something Chico's, I could be able to just copy the listing.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
that'll be helpful. I'm number 3 in the queue. Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, they got a pretty thing
She's so
over here.
excited.
It just answered me. Yay.
Every time I hear that in the queue, I think of Star Trek.
Oh, oh, Q.
The queue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make a deal days today only. Offer to likers now and automatically be entered to win big. One of 3 $50 prizes hourly or the grand prize of $500.
Morning, Rita. And bum crack.
Yeah, what 16 pictures? I ain't even got that many.
So yeah, when we were in England, it was always, okay, get in the queue. What? Get in a queue. What? Oh, you mean get in line? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hi, Dottie.
Yeah, they use that word a lot more than we do, I think.
Yeah. And the sidewalks aren't slippery, they're slippy.
Slippy.
Slippy. Be careful.
They're
Caution.
slippy.
The sidewalks are slippy when wet. You know, they're like, slippy? What's that?
Slippy and Slurpy.
You know, just little differences between those crazy British and us.
Yeah, but their language is supposed to be the proper English.
Oh, it's not either. It's
I
a
know.
living language. And
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
they ain't got no concepts of how to talk the right way.
They all talk like they got sticks up their butt sometimes. Some of the higher echelon type. When they talk to you with looking down their nose.
Yeah, it's like, Boston? Have you been to Boston lately?
I'm going to
what a
go on
beautiful
holiday.
Holiday? Yeah, instead of vacation. It's a holiday. Every vacation is a holiday. Like, what holiday is it? Easter? Christmas?
Yes, I'm signing up for Neuralink because I have major brain injuries everywhere in my brain.
You got drain damage. What was that old joke?
Drain damage.
Yeah.
I don't have drain damage. I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Crack says y'all spell all the words wrong.
Spell. They're slippy. The sidewalks
Like
are slippy
colored?
when wet.
Like colored?
Yeah.
COLORED. But they have a U in theirs.
Yeah, they
COLOUR.
OUR, yeah.
And it's not
Killer.
it's not dishwashing liquid.
Killer.
It's washing up liquid.
Yeah,
Washing up liquid?
Yeah, it's not
Washing
dishwashing
powder.
liquid.
then they call it washing powders.
Yeah,
Like dish
Mm.
liquid?
yeah, like
Oh.
Dawn dishwasher soap.
Oh,
Over there, it's Dawn washing up soap. Yeah,
Washing up liquid or whatever.
yeah. They do
They'd have a
things
field day
weird.
with Medea. Hello. Oh, good lord. I just sold a bunch of her DVDs and a lot, so I had to check them. So I love those
Mhm.
movies.
They're pretty funny.
I don't have a dishwasher either, bone crack.
you know, we don't have one here. We didn't put one in the new kitchen.
I saw that your new sink only had one basin. I couldn't live without
The double sink.
the double. Yeah. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
something about it. You wash on this side and you rinse on this side and then you put it up, you know.
But it's a really deep sink.
Yeah.
My sister's got one like that, really deep.
Yeah, it's like a really deep sink.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
And she's got a dishwasher, so she
we
don't
have a
need to.
dishwasher in the apartment and we never use it. We literally never use it. We run it once a month because the management likes you to use it. But with two of us, I mean, we just don't do enough, make enough dishes to load it up every day, you know?
Yeah.
If it were just me, I would have like one plate, one bowl, one fork. You know, it would be fine. But with Teresa, she has to dirty up when she cooks. Every pot and pan in the house is piled up. I'm like, what'd you make? Green beans and taters, and you needed all that.
Let me tell you, I am in love with my air fryer.
Oh yeah,
I
just made
love
bacon in
the air
mine.
fryer.
Oh my
What
god.
what
Yeah.
are you doing? Are you
I'm
trying to
telling
shut
you,
me up?
it's the only thing I can cook in that I can't screw up.
It's pretty easy,
Yeah.
huh?
It's very easy. Like my sisters came over and I made chicken and they were just shocked that I didn't
Hold on a
burn it
sec.
or that it was edible.
I love the air fryer. I need to get me another one because it really makes, cooking for one person, it really makes a huge difference. Let me look.
I wish they made an air fryer that you could stick your plate in like a microwave.
Yeah, that would be good.
You know,
They say that
if
you
you're
can use
cooking three different
silicone.
things, you don't want to have to empty it 3 times. Wish you could just put your meat and your potatoes and your bread in there and just shove it in.
Yeah.
But I like how food turns out in the air fryer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find silicone bakeware that'll fit in there. And I got a pretty big one. I think I got oh god, I can't even tell you now.
Even
I
just
forget.
a plain old bag of frozen French fries tastes better coming out of an air
Mhm.
fryer
Out of
than
the air
Yeah.
fryer.
Yeah.
I made
Karen,
chicken patties, like frozen chicken patties that
Mhm.
are breaded, and fries in the same time
Mhm.
and temperature the other
some
day.
things you can cook together, but yeah.
we
Yeah,
do
you can
best.
air fry without coating it.
We just throw
Go ahead.
chicken, like we'll season it with salt and pepper and garlic, we'll just season it and throw it in there and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And see, there's some
Okay.
things like I'm thinking that like, chicken or a roast or whatever, or not a roast, but anything you can barbecue, I'd rather have barbecued, I think. But like, yes, mozzarella sticks. I made like I had Brandon go
Yep.
buy me all the food the other day to try it. So I have the taquitos and the burritos and mozzarella
sticks.
sticks and breaded shrimp rolls and
Jalapeno
breaded
poppers.
mushrooms.
we
like
make
whichever ones.
we make barbecue wings in ours.
Dang, y'all are
And
making me hungry.
we haven't had to order those out since we got the air fryer because of the way we figured out the best way to do it, and it is so good. It's like, oh, it's a process, but it works great. So
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Shirley's in Michigan.
And French fries, oh, so good.
Yeah. I use mine so much that mine stopped work. I don't know why it stopped working, but it stopped working. So
Mm.
I haven't gotten
I
another
get
one.
you another one.
I'm gonna get another one eventually.
I like that one that Emerald Lagasse is advertising now. It looks like a toaster oven, but it's like does all this stuff.
I've seen
Okay.
that, but I find like those things that do everything are too complicated for me.
Mm.
That I'm just maybe it's just me, but I'm like, if it does everything, that's me. That's too many moving parts and too many.
Well, and we found that we were using our toaster oven a lot.
Mhm.
You know, instead of turning on the stove and, you know, heating up the whole house or whatever. I mean, sometimes that's a good thing, like, you know, especially in the winter and stuff, but in the summertime, you don't want to be turning on your oven for
Mm-mm.
no
Right.
good reason, you know,
Right.
unless you're cooking a turkey meal or something, you know. But Kirsten, stop talking about food.
But Hank wants to know, what is the difference? How does the air fryer work that it's different than, say, baking in the oven? It is different.
Yeah, you
I
don't have
mean,
to add oil.
you don't have to add
Yeah.
oil.
You're
And
cooking with air, basically.
it's healthier.
You're cooking with a convection
Healthier.
hot air, like it's
Yeah.
blowing down, rather than just heat. You know,
And it's coming from all sides, basically.
Right.
too.
Right. So
The
you're
air
cooking
is.
your food evenly.
Mhm.
You know, and
It's crispier.
Yes.
and you don't have to add oil. It's just you know, yes, it's a baking, but also, you know, like on a hot day when I mean, even with the air conditioning running, it's still warm when you
Mhm.
you know turn on the
Oven.
oven. I
It's a
mean, it, you
solid
know,
trick.
it heats the whole house up.
It's a lot quicker too. It cooks a lot faster,
It does. It does.
and it doesn't set in its own juices. All that stuff drains down. All the fat drains underneath into a catch pan. And especially if you do like fried chicken, you do it just like you would. You know, you dredge it. You do the egg wash and all that, and then you put it in there and you cook it, and it comes out just as crispy and flaky as you can imagine. Just like going to KFC and getting it. You know, it's just as crispy and good without all that extra grease and oil and So it don't clog your arteries.
Yeah. I like it better than cooking or than.
I do too. We make bacon.
I
I made
do
bacon in
too.
it this morning.
It's so
There's some
delicious. We've
bacon in
never
there
made
and-
bacon in it.
It's good for like 10 minutes. You just hit I just hit the meat button. It's like 370 for 10 minutes and it was perfect.
Yeah.
So,
We've made steak in it.
huh?
We've made steak.
We've made steak in it.
Steak is amazing in it.
It is.
Yeah.
Steak is
so good.
Just amazing.
Juicy. Once you figure out the right settings and to get it the way you like it, it's a little bit of trial and error at first because I like mine medium rare. So mine doesn't cook as long, and Teresa likes hers like shoe leather, so hers cooks longer. So I usually take mine out, and it's at a certain time, and it's ready to go.
Job's going over the Mackinac Bridge right now.
Oh.
You little feeties.
Yeah, it's a convection oven. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's convenient, especially when you're cooking for, you know, one or two people. It really does. really does help. She says Karen says I need to find a cheap one. I saw there were air fryers, 5 or 7 quart.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the cheaper ones are the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're, I think the cheapest one is like $30 at Walmart.
Oh, I love
Fishing and
ours.
picking. It's all the Yankees talking about the air fryer. I need my grease.
I know, and that's, I would say, if you're used to eating, like fried chicken and stuff like that. I mean, there's not the air fryer does really good at that, but I understand, you got to have the juices and the oil and that's kind of, what helps make the whole.
And you can, like, they suggest you get like a oil sprayer and just spray a little bit of oil, or use like 1 tablespoon,
Mm-hmm.
which is very little oil.
Grease is the word. That's right. That's right. That's crack sticker.
Grease is the word.
Morning, Texas
is the
Val.
word.
How are you? Hope things are good with you. I'm back in commission here. We're gonna get some listing done and some mowing done, and we got a whole list full of stuff to do. I got another sell on Poshmark, so that's good.
Oh, yay.
That seems to be the one that's kicking right now.
Mm.
So
I had a sell on Mercari last night.
That's why I like the 3 platforms. If one's not kicking off,
the other one is.
The other one is. So I bring it on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that.
For sure.
Now with Mercari, if you send offers, it has to be 10%, right? And then
No.
It has to be at least 10%.
Not Mercari.
Oh.
I don't believe.
No.
I don't.
They do 5%, don't they?
I don't send offers on Mercari.
You don't send offers. You don't promote.
I don't promote at all.
No.
No, I don't do any promoting.
Do
If they
people
want,
send you offers?
yes, I do have people send me offers, but I don't promote. If they want it, they can ask for an offer, but I don't do the promoting on there. I don't know why. I just don't.
Because I have a Free People top that has tons of likes, but I've had other things where I sent out an offer when it had, say, 1 liker, and I could have sworn it had to be 10%, but I could be wrong. But anyway, or maybe it's, then what happens is if somebody else likes it the next day, I can't send another offer.
Right.
It says you must wait 3 days. Well, but I'm not trying to send an offer I'm trying to send an offer to a new liker, but it doesn't, so it doesn't work like Poshmark, basically.
Right.
You can't, you have to, and then once you wait 3 days, does it have to be even bigger discount then? You can't just keep sending out, say, 10%.
I think you can. I think you can keep sending out 10% offers, but yeah, I have used the promote on there, the promoting option, but I just don't. I figure if on there people know that if they want something, that they can ask for an offer, they can send an offer for the item, and usually with the offers I'll accept them, even if it is free shipping. Which I still have some of those items. Yeah. I've been kind of slowly moving towards paid shipping, but yeah, I just let them send me the offer if they want it. I'll accept an offer for the item. The thing with
Teresa Banks.
Again.
Hank says mine makes me do an even lower amount than I previously did, even when it's a new person who liked it.
Yeah, that's what I've
Okay.
found. I don't like
Okay.
that at
Yeah.
all. So you can't, yeah.
So I just, I don't know. I think I'm just that's kind of the way that I'm working it right now, and I don't know if it's because if I'm lazy and I just don't, I don't have the time to go in there and promote, you know, items, but I just list on there, and if somebody is interested in something, they'll send me an offer, and usually I'll take it, and that's kind of the way maybe I'm not working it to its full potential, but
Yeah.
I'm just kind of letting them take the reins on it and do it that way. But I've been doing good with that whole
Yeah, I think
scenario.
I'm gonna stop sending out offers because if somebody comes along later and likes it, you can't send them,
Yeah,
you have to send them a bigger offer. I don't want to
yeah,
do that. So,
yeah,
I mean, I've only had 3 sales there, so.
yeah.
But I
As,
don't know.
as soon as you start rolling them though, Maggie, you'll get them.
The thing is with Macari, just like any other platform, is
Listing, keep
the
listing.
more you list on it, the more activity the more sales you're gonna have.
Yeah.
I think it's just like you have to feed the beast, and that's the bottom line with any of these. And I've definitely seen that on eBay. I haven't been doing anything with that, so no sales yesterday on eBay. So now it's time to
List.
get back on it and start listing. I've got. The other day I went to the thrift store. Well, me and Tina went. I think it was the first thrift store that we went to, and there was so many puzzles,
Oh,
many
wow.
puzzles, and I think I got 12 or 14 puzzles. So I need to get those up and running. So that'll be my next. And I like that because I can cross post those over to Macari, which they sell on Macari also. So I'm good with that. Yeah. Right, Hank. The more effort you put into it, the more potential reward back out of it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very true. So I found another FFA. If you find any of these FFA ties or neck scarves or anything like that, yeah, the Future Farmers of America.
Oh, wow.
If you find any of those, definitely pick them up. They sell. I'll sell this tie for $30.
Oh, cool.
I sold a necktie or it was a neck scarf, so it was more like for a woman's uniform. And I sold that one for $35.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So, that is how much did I pay for this?
Hello.
$2.79. And yeah, they sell good. Sell well. Bought a fanny pack. Fanny packs do well. They're back in.
Are they
Yeah.
really?
They are back.
Wow.
They're back. Nice Chacos fanny pack. Yep,
Wow.
they are back.
I'll have to
They
look
sell
for
them at Walmart.
Yep. I've got one of these. This reminds me so much of my mom. But I found this. I've had this one for a while.
Oh yeah. Mom used to do all those
wow.
patchwork types of
Yeah. That reminded
purses
me
and-
so much of my mom, and so that's another one that I need to. This one is not listed. I have to get this one listed.
Wow. I have to
But,
look for fanny packs when our thrift stores open in 2025 or whenever.
They might be out of style by then again.
You might be on the downtrend on that one. Oh man, but yeah, I actually found quite a few good things. I found a friend seen it game
Oh,
and
yeah.
Well,
wrapped, complete,
Oh,
new,
ooh,
wow.
nice.
new in the package. So that was a good find. Yeah, found some jewelry. Like I need jewelry, like I need another hole in the head. But yeah, I'll be doing an unboxing today of some jewelry. I'm gonna do a video.
Oh, cool. Alive?
No, it won't be live
No.
Why not?
because I don't want it like that.
I don't wanna.
I want to start putting some videos out there. I don't want to necessarily have you know, live shows. Yeah, I just want to start doing some videos.
Doing some videos. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, when I watch videos back, like when I'm just looking for videos to watch when there are no lives, I never go back and watch a live.
Right.
I never do. I always go back and watch a topic, video that
Yeah.
somebody's put out.
I'm telling you, I would say, yeah. Beth, why not? Why not list them on Macari?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another. That's the thing with these platforms is there's some people that only shop on Macari. There's some people that only shop on Poshmark. There's some people that only shop on eBay. So why not? Why not have those things on? On
Yeah,
Macari.
get the maximum.
We were talking about last night. Etsy really just, there's a lot of people that do really well with Etsy. I'm not one of those. I have attempted it, 2 or 3 times, and I just don't. Maybe I just don't give it enough love. That
Nick,
maybe it just needs a little more tender, loving care than I can give.
Nikki,
To the listing or
Nikki.
whatever, but I just don't do. I don't do well with it, and that's just me. You could do it, and do really well at it. So, but I like to try, new things, new, different times, and see where it goes. Just like Macari, I've tried Macari 2 or 3 times also, and this one it seems to do. It's been lucrative enough for me to keep it going. Whereas the past 2 times, I get a few sales and then it just kind of died off. But I think feeding the beast is like the biggest thing that you can do. The best thing that you can do is put 5 listings up every single day. And that's what I try to do at the end of my day once I'm done listing on eBay, is cross-listing those items over to the other 2 platforms, and feeding that, keeping that momentum going. I don't know. It works for now. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, Sally, are you off right now, or are you?
Yeah. I'm off until I gotta go back Thursday night
Okay. Well, you got a
for the
couple of days.
weekend.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy this weekend.
Why?
It was crazy last weekend.
Oh.
Our sales, $6,000 on inside sales for
Wow.
1 day.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I think-
and it's not even summer yet.
I know. You're just getting ready for it.
But
People are getting ready for Memorial Day. Is going to start
Mhm.
happening next weekend. I can't believe it's already going to be Memorial Day.
I know, but the with the restaurants and bars opening this weekend, I just think people are, and I don't want to say this the wrong way, but I just think that people are going to come up just for that,
Hmm.
Probably.
you know.
Yes.
Maggie's like, if it was me, if I was living in Lower Michigan and I could go
I
to
would be
restaurants,
there.
I'd drive up there.
Somebody was on, was it Bill with Noman the Frog? Bill was on, I think it might have been on Beth's show. And he said
Yeah.
that some thrift stores in Lancaster, Pennsylvania that are going to be open. And I'm like, Michael, I said to Bill, let me know if they do, because I would drive out there. I would.
She's like, I want to go back to Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's closed in my area. Philadelphia's closed too. But
Oh,
if
wow.
I could get out to, if something's open nearby,
Yeah, and we have
I'd be
yard
there.
sales open this weekend too.
Yes, Cindy, I am still using List Perfectly. It works for me. It
Now-
works for what I need it to work at, to do.
with List Perfectly, once you've done all your eBay listings, can you go in and just click, 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 click? And
No.
do you have to go into each individual listing and cross post it over?
No, what you do is you click which listing you want to cross list. So you click those, and then it generates a listing for each item, and it opens a tab for each of those items.
Okay.
So then you go into these tabs, you go into each tab. Now it doesn't automatically do it. You have to go into the listing, and you can adjust. You can leave it the same way that you want it, but then you actually have to hit the button to generate it.
Does it automatically pull the photos in?
Yes, it does. It does. And that was I would say that was probably 75% of the reason why I stuck with that, because it does generate everything. It generates basically all of the listing. But I go in and I adjust my prices, because my prices on Mercari and Poshmark are not the same as they are on eBay.
Right.
Because I do free shipping. Most things that are on eBay, like clothing wise, on Poshmark, I usually bump up a couple of bucks.
Right.
So I adjust my prices, and then I go ahead and send them out live. So it's not. I mean, you do have to go into the listing, but you're not physically.
Right.
I understand how there's a lot of people that would just go in, open 3 tabs and just go in, and I realize that's easy for you. It's not easy for me.
No, I agree. I mean,
I tried it, and I was like, I was a mess. So this works great for me, and I know the sequence. I know the system of how it works, and it just works for me. And yeah, I pay a lot of money for it, but to me, I think it's worth it.
I use that cross-listed app, or not app, it's extension for Chrome, and I do love it. I'm happy I do it, because it populates that description. Like, I hated having to copy the description, paste the description, but it doesn't pull over the pictures, so you still have to go in and upload those pictures.
Right.
Whoa, did Maggie just turn into a demon just now?
No.
I turned into a demon?
What is
Instead of talking, and she went, upload those pictures.
Did I?
Not on our end, on my end.
I didn't see that. That must be.
That's just Sally's computer.
Yeah.
It must have been.
Hello.
Slow mo.
She sounded like Dory the fish. When Dory was talking a whale or whatever it was.
It was pretty bad. Talking to whales.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's
Yeah, I think it's well worth the money.
yeah.
Maggie always be doing that.
Oh.
No, I have not eaten any brownies today.
What's in your cup?
So all the stuff that I pulled from my closet, because there was a ton of, and it wasn't resellable stuff. It was just a lot of, there was a lot of junk in there, and shoes and stuff that just really couldn't be resold. And so it was going to the thrift store. Well, yesterday I took it to the thrift store and they're not taking donations.
Oh,
So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking I'm just going to put like a Facebook ad, free ad, and say, I got a couple of garbage bags full of clothes, shoes, purses, and if you want it, it's on the curb, and leave it at that. Maybe I can get rid of it that way. So.
And then you tried, at
Yeah.
least you didn't just throw it out to the trash and be done with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would, if anything, I'd just wait till the thrift stores. It's not going to be too much longer before the thrift stores around here, open up. So.
it's 666.
Sally, what your shirt says, if you can read this, you're too close. I used to have that on a patch on my jeans on the butt. I just had the top part. I didn't have the social distancing part.
Cute.
That's cute.
And so if you can read this, you're too close.
All right, y'all. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. I got to get my butt moving. I got lots of stuff to get done and
Me too.
lots of sales to make.
Yeah.
And
It's good having Valerie back, man. Sally and Laurie sucked at doing the show.
Thanks a
oh my
lot, Todd.
gosh.
Well, next time you can do it, okay?
No, heck no, I don't even know.
You don't want
Can't
no
make
part
me.
of that. You don't want no part of that. Oh my gosh.
Just kidding. No, I thought Sally and Laurie were just awesome. Both of them were late though.
That's
Well-
okay. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't see the chat right away because I remembered Valerie saying there wasn't a show. I thought, no, wait a minute, was Sally going? I better check. It's okay, I'll do it.
It was the best part of it was I could actually get a word in edgewise.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sure.
There you go. You know what? You just got to put it out there. You just
Yep.
got to put it right in. That's right.
Yeah, and of course,
Okay,
Pam
I
knows.
said my piece there.
Texas Val says, "Be nice to your sweet harem." That's right. That's right. All right. We'll see you all tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day. Get lots of sales.
I won't be here
Yes.
tomorrow. I gotta go see the sleep analysis consultation.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Good luck with that.
I might be
Yeah.
sleeping at night and sound like Darth Vader.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Love you guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.